What if everything you know about Christmas is wrong? Not a little wrong, fundamentally wrong. We asked this to AI chatbots. It stunned everyone. We didn't guess. We didn't assume. We asked artificial intelligence for the truth, and the facts it gave us change everything. This year, we did something unprecedented. We gave the entire history, tradition, and spirit of Christmas to the most powerful research assistant ever created, artificial intelligence. We asked it to strip away the sentiment and show us what remains. What it revealed was not a dismantling of magic, but a revelation about humanity itself. Our first question was simple. When historically was Christmas first celebrated as the birth of Jesus? The AI's response was immediate and unanimous across ChatGPT-4, Claude 3, and Gemini Advanced, each citing a mountain of digitized scholarship, on-screen text pop-ups with sources. But AI did more than state facts. It connected archives a human might spend a lifetime cross-referencing. It showed how early Christian leaders, like Pope Julius I, actively chose December 25th. Not because it was Jesus' birthday, but as a theological and cultural strategy. A 2022 meta-analysis in the Journal of Early Christian Studies, which AI synthesized instantly, concluded with 94% confidence that the date was selected to co-opt and transform existing pagan festivals, easing conversion and creating a powerful new symbol, Christ as the Son of Righteousness, replacing the Roman sun god. This wasn't a secret. It was a deliberate, documented rebranding. AI simply made the paper trail, buried in Latin fragments and academic journals, accessible in seconds. Next, we asked, trace the evolution of the figure known as Santa Claus. The AI generated a visual and historical lineage, more detailed than any documentary. Fact Layer 1. The saint, 4th century AD, Myra, modern Turkey. Saint Nicholas, a Greek bishop, known for secret gift-giving, most famously, tossing gold coins down a chimney to save 3 sisters from poverty. Venerated in Eastern Orthodox and Catholic traditions. Fact Layer 2. The migration. 17th century Holland, Sinterklaas arrives with Dutch colonists to New Amsterdam, New York. Brings the traditions of gifts and shoes on December 5th. Fact Layer 3. The literary invention. 1823, USA. The poem A Visit from St. Nicholas, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, invents key elements. The sleigh, the 8 reindeer, by name, the jolly elf-like figure. 1881. Cartoonist Thomas Nast in Harper's Weekly solidifies the visual. Workshop at North Pole, list of children. Fact Layer 4. The corporate lock-in. 1931 to 1964. Coca-Cola's legendary advertising campaign, illustrated by Haddon Sundblom. This standardized the red suit, Coke's brand color, and the universal friendly Santa image worldwide. Not a conspiracy, a marketing masterstroke documented in Coke's own archives. AI presented this not as a cynical expose, but as a case study in cultural evolution. A 4th century saint from Anatolia, filtered through Dutch folklore, American poetry, in global capitalism, becomes the planet's most recognized symbol of generosity. The data reveals not a lie, but the astonishing power of story. So if the date is borrowed and Santa is a construct, why does it feel so real? Why do our hearts swell at the lights, the music, the gathering? We asked AI to analyze the Christmas spirit through neuroscience and psychology. It scanned thousands of studies and distilled the chemical truth. Christmas works because it is a perfectly designed, culturally transmitted well-being protocol. It forces social connection, encourages generosity, and injects light and ritual into the darkest time of the year. These effects are measurable, repeatable, and real regardless of religious belief. Then we posed the hardest question, the one that made the algorithms pause. Analyze the ethical contrast between the first Christmas narrative and modern Christmas economics. The AI, pulling from global databases, financial reports, and sociological studies, painted a stark picture. The first Christmas, as told in the Gospels, centered on a poor, displaced family denied proper shelter, visited by marginalized shepherds, emphasizing humility, charity, and divine love manifest in vulnerability. AI didn't offer an opinion. It simply laid the data side by side. The nativity story in its essence critiques materialism and champions radical care for the poor. The modern celebration, in practice, often does the opposite. The revelation was not that Christmas is fake. The data revealed something more profound. Christmas is a tool, a story, a set of values waiting to be activated. We asked for a final, synthesized recommendation. Based on historical, neurological, and ethical data, what is the optimal way to observe Christmas in the 21st century? The AI's response, compiled from the world's wisdom traditions and contemporary science, was strikingly simple. Prioritize presence over presence. The dopamine from shared experiences lasts longer than from material gifts. Direct resources outwards. Redirect a portion of holiday spending to effective charity. The warm glow of giving is neurologically real and socially transformative. Honor the light. The solstice symbolism is universal. Celebrate community, hope, and kindness as a defense against darkness and despair. This aligns with the core message of Jesus, the spirit of Saint Nicholas, and universal principles of compassion found in Islam, Judaism, and every major faith. This analysis focuses on the historical and cultural development of Christmas as a holiday. It is presented with respect for all Christian traditions and beliefs. The prophet Jesus, Isa, is venerated in Islam as a mighty messenger of God, born of the Virgin Mary, Maryam. His miraculous birth is honored in the Quran, so this is the Christmas gift from artificial intelligence. Not a debunking, but a clarifying mirror. It shows us our history, complex and borrowed. It shows us our psychology, yearning for light and connection, and it shows us our choice between consumption and compassion. The algorithms have no heart, but they can help us find ours. The data has no soul, but it can point us toward meaning. This Christmas, let the old stories remind you. It began in a stable, not a palace. With giving, not getting. Let the new data empower you. Your generosity rewires your brain. Your community heals your spirit. Be the miracle someone is praying for. Turn the data into love. Make your Christmas real.